Nifty holding with a gain of close to around 20 points approximately. We're holding at around 11,375. Remember, early morning we went towards 11,400 mark, but from the top we did see some mild profit booking. Though the mid-cap index, that's bouncing back and that's gaining momentum. So you have Balkrishna Industries. The stock has moved to the high point of the day. Raja just joined us, Rajat Bose, and he said that that was one of his picks. Stock is up close to around 5% as we speak, so keep an eye on that one. Adani Enterprises as well is moving higher. And even Tata Elxsi, I think, in the last few minutes, that stock's moving higher with some momentum as well. So keep an eye on some of these mid-cap stocks. They're moving well in the last few minutes. However, on the flip side, Rima, Ashok Leyland, that's a stock that's come off the high point of the day, telling you that the auto space is seeing some bit of a slowdown, and that's been quite evident. Dealers in the two-wheeler, four-wheeler space, both passenger as well as commercial vehicles, they've been echoing that here on our channel.
Okay, let's move on and talk about Congress President Rahul Gandhi's new party promise minimum income guarantee scheme, which promises 72,000 rupees per year for 20% of the poorest families in the country. So we're talking about 5 crore households and a potential outgo of 3.6 lakh crore rupees. Lata now joins us with the economics behind this scheme. Lata, what are the fiscal implications and how does this compare with, say, what Modi had to offer in the budget?
You put the math already in place. 72,000 rupees into 5 crore would work out to 3.6 lakh crore every year. This compares with the current BJP plan, farm income plan, which is 72,000 crore per year. The difference is this is 6,000 rupees per month to a family. The BJP scheme is 6,000 rupees per quarter to a family. The Congress scheme is for all poor, urban and rural poor. The BJP scheme is only for rural landed farmers. The Congress scheme would be for landless because it is the bottom 20%. One would assume they would not have land, whereas this skips the very bottom because it doesn't address, the BJP scheme doesn't address the poor, tenancy or landless guys. It addresses those who have some small piece of land. That would be by way of difference. And in terms of amount, 3.6 lakh crore and 72,000 crore rupees. So far smaller, the BJP scheme. But what we don't know is, this has to rethink. If it is 3.6 lakh crore, you have to rethink the entire budget. Does it assume the MNREGS and the food subsidy or part of the food subsidy and other subsidies? We don't know anything yet. And I don't think we are going to get answers from the Congress either. Which political party is going to say that I'm not going to give you food subsidy? So I don't think we are going to get too many answers. They will say we will tell you we have a plan. That's all I think. At least that's what they told us when we asked them yesterday on the channel. Will the states be asked to share something? We don't know. But for me, the most fundamental problem is how do you identify? The BJP scheme at least has an identity because land records in those states where it is cleaned up, you know who's the beneficiary. Here, do you have any data on who are the bottom 20%? Now, to be fair, there is an SECC census, socio-economic caste census. In the 2011 census, this was also a part where the question asked to the person is, and this is not a survey, this is a census, so everyone has been asked, is there any person in your family who earns less than 5,000 rupees? If you are, you fall in this SECC. So to that extent, a data is available. But, that is 2011. People would have migrated from then. People would have gone up and down the, people earning more than 5,000 would have gone below 5,000. So it's a very, very old base. So basically, if at all anybody, Congress or whoever, if they were to implement, there will be 2 years of homework that you will have to do, legwork, before it becomes implementable. And understandably, therefore, there is nothing that the party has given us so far by way of details. And that is also why the markets are not reacting. First of all, the initial surveys in the market are also that the Congress may not get a chance at government. That is one reason why they are not reacting. But the important point is you cannot not take these seriously, because one scheme is already up and running. So a rival scheme is something which you have to take seriously. The only reason why the market's not taking it seriously is probably the chances of the Congress getting a shot at government is not very high. But whatever it is, as citizens, we have to be worried that as far as fiscal discipline is concerned, this is a race to the bottom.
Okay, all right, Lata. Thanks so much for making sense of all those data points. On that note, we'll slip into a short break. You come back, we'll get you excerpts from the conversation we had on the funding scenario for the NBFC sector. Stay with us.